Hello?
You guys want to rest here?
And welcome to the Pirate King Plays Tales of Arise. So, last we left our heroes, we beat some of the optional bosses. I'm not entirely sure which. I think there's only 2 of them. But what we have left here. Oh, right. Right. Okay, so this will be done eventually. This thing is like level 70. It is too strong for me now. Spirit Temple level 60. I'm nearing that. Really want it too, that golden suit of armor. Bibliophile. We can actually go and finish. And I'm about to go and do that. Remembering it now. Untamable Rage. First one is beatable, second one is not. Level 60. Beyond the Grave. I think that's also level 60 or higher. And we are currently level 55. Oh, 55. Yeah. So we're 5 levels away from that. What we're probably going to end up doing is going back to Rena in order to grind for a bit. I'm actually going to move onward. Going to go to the second area and keep going. But first, now that I looked at those and remembered, we're going to go complete Bibliophile, because I finally made the new book for Rinwell. I think it's what she currently has equipped. Though it doesn't look like it. I might let it look like that. It's kind of... Let me take a look here. Nope, wrong one. I like Hearts of the Cosmos because red and gold and all that, but I made this one. This is what I needed for Bibliophile. It's got an eye on it. Huh. It is actually pretty cool. The gold pages there as well. I think I'll leave it on that skin. I forget what it's called. It doesn't really matter at the moment.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you
Shut up,
looking
Law.
at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Huh?
Goodness, who would have ever guessed such a book such as this even existed in our world?
That can't be.
Could it be? Could it be you grace us with your presence from another world entirely?
I guess...
She's definitely got a volume or 2 missing in her head library. That's what I've been telling you this whole time.
Great!
I won't lie. I'd rather like it when you 2 look at me like that.
She's blushing. Well, acquired the Elder Cloak. Alright. Look for high-ranking Renan Astral Art Practitioners. Very cool. It's not all we get, though.
I must admit, you're quite the stupendous reader. Never would I have imagined there would be such an avid book collector here on Dana. I was so certain that nobody loved books as much as I, but it appears that I have met my match. I feel so inadequate.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, you know.
Yeah.
She's right, there's a lot of other stuff to enjoy aside from reading books all the time, you know. Are you trying to console me? That's so sweet of you. Perhaps you could teach me just what you mean exactly?
Yeah!
Absolutely, I'd love to.
You dummy.
Damn it, Law!
Whoa!
I can tell you 2 are rather close to one another. Make sure you take good care of him for me, alright? Oh, I'll take care of him, alright. You have my word. I'm so envious of you, truly.
And the pancake recipe. Which, that recipe will trigger another set of
And then
quests.
she has to come along and...
Ooh, I got
Hey,
SP
you're
for
looking a little red
those
there.
2.
You working up a fever or...
You dummy.
Yep.
What did I do?
first of all, we got enough for these. Rending Flash. What else am I giving you? Yeah, let's continue this so I can get that resistance. And you get to finish this one with increased ailment rate. Gives you attack up. Hell yeah. Well, we got 2 over here. Yeah, everyone else is still waiting. That system is actually really good now that I've figured out how to use it. Oh, but also... Oh, the Elder Cloak isn't as good. I already have the better one. Right. Now I believe, yes! Oh, it's in Descent in the end. I might as well run there, it's not very far. And it'll make for better gameplay than just fast traveling everywhere. Yeah. So we got the pancake recipe. I don't actually know what it does yet. You don't really know until you rest and take a look at the menu there. I don't know why it doesn't show you in the rest of... Wait a second. Fishing notes, helper, goods glossary... No, I don't think there's a place for me to find
that. I sure wish we could go on vacation.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for us to unwind a little for once.
Not like we've got the gall to spare for it, though.
Yeah, I don't think I've talked to people here in a while. So, Oh, they finally talk to each other? Maybe? I don't know.
Hey, Alf. Finn, what do you think of that chick over there?
Hey,
Doesn't look like she
Law?
really works out.
Shut
I'm
up.
not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Frankly, Law, you're the dummy here.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Yes, we
Dohalim
can.
pancakes!
Huh?
What? Dohalim pancakes? What was that? Hello?
Filled with equal parts compassion and
Ooh,
passion.
they voiced it.
Always ready to boldly rescue anyone from the perils of the munchies. Delectable, ineffable Dohalim pancakes. Get 'em while they're hot.
That's quite the sales pitch.
This is all new to me as well, I assure you.
Why, if it isn't Lord Dohalim himself! Care for a pancake, my lord?
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them.
Yes, please.
I'll also teach you the most important part, how to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh no. Oh no. Yes, tell Lord Dohalim how to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh, this sounds like pure gold. I'm game.
Yup. Good.
Hey, we should make
Oh,
some
we get a skit out
pancakes
of
right
it,
now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great, then let's make some together. Our very own personalized pancakes.
Personalized
Sure.
pancakes.
I got this.
You're out, Alvin. I don't need spicy pancakes.
I don't
You're
think that'd
out
work.
too, Kisara. You'd win easily.
Win what? Is it a competition?
Yes, a contest between me, Shion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist.
I don't
You
make.
can say that again.
Oh wow.
I accept any and all challenges.
Great. Then I'll be the judge.
I can gather the ingredients.
Okay.
Where's
Then it's
Law in all
on.
this?
Hey, what about me?
Yep. Start quest. Dana's tastiest pancake. Yes. I don't know
Maybe
what
we'll
was
have
being
some luck
displayed,
finding
but-
what we need at the farm.
Oh, really? Back at the ranch, eh? Out of curiosity, what am I missing for the other weapons? Dragon Blood, Adamantine Tendon, and Blistering Fang. Dragon Blood, Dragon Scale, and Glowing Crystal. Dark Tree Blood. Punisher's Vambrace. Statue Heart and Gloaming Crystal. Gloaming Crystal and Mucus Sac. Alright, so a lot of Gloaming Crystals, but also other things. Dragon Parts. Yeah, not getting that anytime soon, probably. Wait, hold on. Now that I got a Mystic Crest. I need Mysterious Fragment. What? But I don't have the yeah, I can't even look at it until I have the cash. That's okay, though. Oh, wow, really? No wonder I lost so much. I made one of these, and it only sells for half that cost. I just sell all my level 1s. I should keep these, but selling the Mystic Crest I got will get me enough to make it. Yeah, they're 5 stars. Ooh, has attack up as well. Yeah, let's make it. Enhance. I want to spend the 5. Holy shit! I have a lot of 5-star Transcendent Pebbles. Maybe I should actually make one of these. There we go. Emblem obtained. Shion, Fashionista. Increase normal attack limit. Alright. Oh, and Dispel. Intermediate healing art that cures physical ailments for all allies. Ooh. What am I currently waiting on for you? Trying to get both of those. But I might want to do this first, for being honest. Get this one, then I'll go back up there. What do I need for you? Ultimate ingredient. Probably part of a quest.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Indeed. Because I think that's... No, I gave you our CP cost down. What does the Mystic Crest do? Casting time down. Ah, that'll go for you. Cool. Got a new title. Now, let's go, I guess, check on the ranch for ingredients, for pancakes. Oh. Sorry, give me a second here. Oh, it's not going to pop up there yet. Hey, Reaper. Good to see you. Been a while since anyone's actually talked in the stream. I was kind of surprised, but hey, good to see you.
Okay, off we go.
Big graphic. The farm is down this way. Ah, got stuck on the cat.
You better not come back. Got it?
Get those rats out of here. Any others? Yes. That is a very tiny horse. I did not realize the horses would be this small. Oh, look who it is. A long time no see.
Right.
Good to see you. Here to grab some things if you don't mind. Oh, not at all. Take as much time as you like. Help yourself. Don't know why I gave him that voice.
Thanks.
Thanks for that. Now we can get to making some pancakes.
Oh.
Oh, pancakes, you say? I love mine thick and lathered with whipped cream. You know, if you add meringue, it makes the dough nice and fluffy. There ain't no better whipped cream than the kind made from the cow's milk here.
Whoa.
This must be an expert in the field.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to find out once and for all whose pancakes reign supreme.
I guess he's emceeing now.
Let's hear some thoughts from
Why'd
Kisara,
they
our
spell it
judge.
like that?
Indeed. This is a highly eclectic group of competitors. I look forward to seeing what they produce for us today.
Expectations sure are running high. And here comes Shion with her entry.
I applied all of my know-how to this and put extra care into the visual presentation.
Well,
Oh, we do actually get to
that's
see-
bold.
Nothing wrong with Shion holding her head high. Let's see how it tastes. What?
What's that sound?
I mixed in some candy that tingles the tongue.
Oh.
Oh, I see. It's creative. I'll give it
Candy
that.
in your pancakes?
But it's quite, a mouthful, as it were. It might be too sweet.
Well, I should hope so. I put in as much food and sugar as I could. It should provide 3 days worth of nourishment.
3 days worth?
What?
Our judge has been left stunned.
And not in a good way.
Now it's time for the Lord himself.
Here is what I made.
What do we got?
What the?
Dough halim pancakes.
I can't believe he actually did the art.
Go
Yeah,
on.
and well,
Relish
apparently.
my crowning achievement. to your heart's content.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Not even a moment's pause.
Wait, what's in there?
Dohalim, there's some strange liquid leaking out of this.
Indeed. I gathered delicacies the world over and packed them all in.
Oh no.
That's what makes my masterpiece so good. Pancakes are overrated anyways.
And you're out.
And you're out.
Defeat.
And just like that, his lordship is disqualified.
Oh. Those look good.
What do I do? I just made regular old pancakes.
And that will probably win it for you.
They're both just so eccentric. And mine is so... How am I supposed to follow
Tasty, it
their
looks like.
acts?
Rinwell, you're up.
Okay, I'm coming. Just putting on some finishing touches. Woo!
Yeah, I was right. The full
Poodle.
glasses do work well.
Ah,
What?
your face.
What?
Are you sure? Well, okay. I'll never forget you, Hoodle.
What?
Yeah!
What? No, wait, what are you doing?
Huh?
Okay, made it. Here you go.
Oh no, you didn't.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's see what Judge Kisara thinks.
Let's see. It's nice and soft around the edges, and yet there's a Hoodle face firmly imprinted in the middle. The contrast of fluffiness and firmness is simply fascinating. And there's a sweet texture that's nicely offset by the jam's tartness. That, and it's the strangest thing, it gives me this odd sense of ardor and conviction.
What?
I give this a perfect winning score.
Rinwell takes the title.
Looks like you reign supreme over pancakedom.
I don't understand. I thought I'd gotten the look and taste perfect. What could I have done wrong?
You overdid it,
Huh?
and
Where's
Dohalim did it
Kisara?
wrong.
She took off running to burn off the food she ate.
I may have done her a disservice. I guess I was only thinking about what I personally would want to eat.
Then finish it.
You know, these other ones are actually pretty good. I could go for more of this texture and salty sweetness.
I agree. Still, they pale next to Rinwell's pancakes.
Yeah, no question there.
In fact, I would love to partake in them again sometime. Whatever gave it such a fright?
Don't worry about it. I'll draw all of your faces next time.
I can't wait.
You just draw them, right?
And not slam it onto the pancake like he did with Hoodle. Shion Pancakes recipe. Dohalim Pancakes recipe. And Hoodle Pancakes recipe. We've gotten 4 pancake recipes in the beginning of stream. And some skills for these 2. Let's see, probably the Age of Recovery there. What's Mirage Blitz? Let me move isn't a bad idea. Any of these are the only 2 left? No? I still haven't given him inspiration. Oh. Sure. Oh, did I? Yeah, I did both. Cool. Also, yeah, they're probably good, right? No, I don't think they're good. Okay. So, that was Bibliophile and the subsequent pancake quests that were lovely. Now, the rest of these are all too strong for me right now, I think. I might be able to fight some of them, but it would take a lot. how am I doing on... I have 10 life bottles. How do I... Oh, I must have re-upped it. Only 1 elixir. So I believe it's time to go back to Rena. In which case, I'll have to switch our costumes back.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
There we go. Weapons are good. Yeah, sure. Everyone has their real powerful weapons on. Yours is only skinned because it's currently kind of boring. And if you're wondering what that jingling is, it's our footsteps specifically here. Oop. Mysterious fragments? Also, I figured there might be a skit when I got the Mystic Crest, but I guess not. Oh. I guess the enemies that were blocking doors don't respawn. That's fine. I don't need to worry about that.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Where are you going? I'm ready.
Vacuum blade!
Oh, now I'm real
Be
mad.
careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. I'm not. You got flyers.
Oh, you learn a new move, Shooting Star.
What is this? All yours.
Ow! What's going on here?
I'll crush you.
Damn, it's going fast.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
First strike. Take this. Thunderfang.
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Blade.
Here I hoped I was improved.
Do it.
No, I mean...
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
The combat point meter is weird. It's like you get it up to 5, and when it runs out, instead of going back down to 4, it goes away entirely. But any other level in the middle of that, and it just goes back down to the next level after
with
that.
me.
You're mine. Ignite.
Dragon Killer.
Dragon Swarm.
This one's for you, Dad.
Raining stop.
What's this?
Thunder.
I'll heal you all.
Duck.
Damn it did that again? Ow. Not that.
Can do. Rise and shine. Failure's not enough.
Oh, it's still going.
Dragon Swarm.
Healing circle.
Lightning
Here.
shock.
Hurricane. More for the side.
Eagle's on a roll now.
Lightning orb.
Blow away. Coming through.
Didn't work for something else, but I barely got it in.
Scarlet Inferno. Thunderfang. Take this.
I'll finish you here now.
You get the dead water.
You see what
Yes,
happened there is you
very
crushed.
bad.
I don't got this so good.
Come on! I'm already paralyzed, but I couldn't take him out.
I owe you one. Eat it! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! This could be useful.
Did I mean, that's where I need to go, right? No, it isn't. No, yes, I need to go this way. Wait, that's where I came from. I came from here, I'm going this way, so I need to go that way. Ah, I'm still gonna fight this guy. The experience.
Out of our way! Hey.
Try harder! That freaking does it!
Healing spell!
Try harder!
This is gonna need all of us together! Burning strike!
Back to me!
No, let me dodge! Alright, didn't hit.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Magic is there!
I'll leave it to you!
Healing circle! Get on in there with the others!
Try harder! Not a chance! Swallow dance! Dragon Swarm! What's this?
Up and out! Let's go! Magic is there! Air thrust!
Oh, now you're talking!
Air corruption! Gemini Aqua!
Perfect knuckle! Hurricane Swarm!
Now I'm force! Radiant strike!
Try harder! My turn! Dragon
Raging
Swarm!
storm!
There!
Super swallow down!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hit! Magic corruption! Weapon! Inferno! By the power of
Flash lift up!
Raging storm!
Super Swallow Dance! You're not try harder! Now!
Hold together, just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed.
Dragon Swallow Dance!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on us.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, he hit me.
Try harder!
Now.
More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Cool. Oh, also. Yeah, and elemental attack up. Excellent. Ooh. We needed more aerial attacks, so I'll go for that. Come on. There we go.
No backing down! Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade!
I'm so good with airborne targets.
I'm not done! Come
Oh, why did I turn away from the one I was attacking? Why did you retarget? What's going on here? There we go.
No escape!
We're in the home stretch now.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Dragon Swarm!
A whirling banshee of luck. Do it. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Here I come!
I'm
just getting struck!
Feel. Get our
Rising
together.
Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
Feel.
There!
I'll be saving this one.
Blast the shot!
Vanquish darkness. Freezing storm.
Swallow Dance!
Ice
No
tornado.
escape!
Do it. Lightning tornado.
Looks like we got them all.
Okay. Yeah, this way. Hi there!
It's on.
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
I'm on. Don't mind if I do. Reload!
You're mine! No escape!
It's a duel of the arts.
Vacuum blade!
Alright, they're surrounding
Thunder!
us. Do it! Air
Pesky
drop.
airborne.
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
Now! Here I come!
Already on! I really owe you one.
Let's
See what happened there is the cross. Shouldn't have done that.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No place here.
Here I come!
Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
My turn! Blast the shot! Devastation! Rising Falcon! Struck! Dragon Swarm! I'm not done!
Whoa, someone's dialogue is coming in real weird.
Thunder! Vacuum blade! My turn! Struck!
Something went weird with the audio in that fight. I don't know if you guys heard it as well as I did, but that was odd. Alright, time for an elevator fight. Oh! Or you only do the elevator fight once then. Okay. We're gonna run out of combat points, but oh well. Alright, into the unknown now. Whoa. Elixir, very good. I don't know which way it's moving. Oh, these guys. Actually, in that case, I'm gonna use another happy bottle. Just in case. Let's see. This will be going there? Oh. Ah. Yeah, definitely going here first then. But, Astral Fury and Astral Hatred.
Burn in hell! In Dragon Swarm! Vacuum blade!
It'll body slam us into next week.
I'm not done! Blast the shot!
A chain between heaven and earth. Annihilation! A wailing
Now I'm in trouble.
Ow! I got hit in midair.
With me.
Oh, lost down to 1 health. Somebody heal him before he dies.
I'll stop it.
Nope, never mind.
Stay away from my friends!
chain between. You get the gist. In here.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll bring you
Vacuum blade!
May it stop. Blah blah blah.
Take this!
Here's a healing arm.
Blast the shot!
None shall escape my touch.
Yeah, one of the bosses.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell, I couldn't dodge that right. One of the bosses we need to fight back on Dana is these two.
don't get in my way.
Dragon Swarm!
Master Mare and Master Bull.
My turn!
Finish without a breath.
No escape!
Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Now I'm in the groove.
Blah blah blah. Holy living.
Phantom!
Blah blah blah.
Devastation!
I save you. I'll take it from here.
Oh, nice.
Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar. Far beyond the darkest sky.
You're mine! No escape! There!
Here, let me help. Shooting star.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Blast the shot!
Oh, damn it.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Blast the shot! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Far beyond the darkest sky.
In here.
Dragon
I'll
Swarm!
be saving this one.
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done
Yep,
that.
just zoom in on its butt. That's how it works, right?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alpha. Do it.
It's time to end this.
Oh, 2 in 1. Excellent.
I felt better, that's for sure.
Adamantine tendon. I need those. Oh, you're new, but I know I need dragon stuff, and you are certainly a dragon. I'm gonna fight you, then I'm gonna go in that door. Astral isolation. Target the weak spot. What's your element? Darkness, of course it is.
Dragon Swarm!
Rangers are a real pain in the butt.
What's this?
Let's aim for the weak spot.
Here's an healing arm. First aid.
Strike! I'm on it.
Lightning arm.
There you are.
Dragon Shell!
Now I'm in the groove.
1,000 gallons.
Alright, when it's up in the air again, I gotta shoot it down.
Blow away! Try harder!
Woo!
Kick! Dragon Swarm! Talon Storm! Vacuum Blade! Stop!
Oh, I did that too soon. It's on the ground. Oh, core break though.
It's time.
Oh, shit. Yeah, get your Master Art out here.
Heavenly Crimson Blossom.
Dragon Shell!
Show you what my art.
Except it's not down anymore.
Vacuum Blade! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done!
There with the others.
Move it again!
Mega ray. Holy land.
Stop!
Now for something.
It was nice while we were
Take
at it.
In here. Get on in there.
This is when I needed to shoot him down, but oh well. Ah, I couldn't jump to him because he shot me in the air.
First strike!
Eat this.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Oh yeah. What do I get?
This should come in handy.
Dragon
when crafting
Blood
weapons.
and Rending Titan Fang. Very good, very good. Now this will certainly be a fight. Come on, someone.
Go no further.
Here I come!
A freezing storm.
Swallow dead! Watch it! Come and face me! You're mine!
Airborne beast. My
Dragon
special.
Blade! Vacuum Blade!
Flying freaks. Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Now, Dread. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alpha.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Dragon Swarm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that isn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Tion act more look flustered.
Blow away!
Didn't even need my Mystic Art.
Don't get careless.
Majestic feathers. Okay. What do we got in here? Equipment. Is it a good one or is it a bad one? It is a bad one.
We got some good equipment.
I
Nope.
can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Appearance or not, any accessory we get out of a chest is level 1, and therefore useless. There's only one, singular one, level 1 accessory that I will equip,
Give
and that is Zephyr's Ring, which Law currently has equipped, as he should. Oh, come on.
No
Shoot
limit!
them out of the sky.
Lots of stuff!
The flashing part's their weak point.
Dragon Swarm! Strike! Ha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all.
Here I come!
Magic
I'm not done!
healing
I'm not done!
storm.
Dragon Stop!
Freezing storm.
Now I'm in the court. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Amazing.
Try harder! Not a chance!
One more
I
time.
want to stop!
Talon Horn. That'll bring you down.
Indeed it will!
Now's our chance.
Blast the shot! Start up!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh shit, it's in the eye.
I'll crush
Oh.
you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous
Let's
claw!
First strike! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
Am I on a roll or what?
Alright, get that
Look,
dragon
bright and
blood!
shiny mood.
Alright, let's see. Ah, there we go. Honestly, if I'm ever out of cash, I'll probably just sell that material. It's kind of useless to me at this point. Well, I won't be selling any level 5s, of course. Except for those platinum chunks. Those are meant to be sold. Anything here? No? Alright, cool. Onward. I know somewhere ahead of me there's going to be a teleporter that will bring me back to the beginning. And I want that. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go.
No backing down!
I know this is a lot.
Come on! I'm not done!
Right? They look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Recover!
Go for the weak point.
Thunder!
Sweet now.
You're mine! No escape!
Do it.
Totally! In an instant!
Damn.
Impact Claw! Not a chance! Strike!
One more time.
Rising Falcon!
Thanks, Shira.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Leave the enemy parts to me.
Do it.
Nope.
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Now! Take this!
Oh, no, not you yet. You first.
None shall escape my judgment.
You're mine!
Sweet dreams.
I'm not done!
Whoa, one at a time. I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Now I'm real mad!
Try harder! My turn!
Yeah.
Dragon Form! Vacuum Blade! Try harder!
I'll crush
There we
you!
go. Ah.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
There's so much going on at once in these fights in this game, but everything it does visually just like when it breaks for a Mystic Art, it just feels so satisfying.
Let's tear 'em up!
What would I do without? I owe you, Keon.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause
Also,
havoc
like
in
with
the
this move, you can actually dodge and get a counter strike in for every swipe if you do it right.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
I've gotten nearly every swipe before. It's pretty cool.
The heavens must be smiling.
Ah, oh, you got SP. AP restored from critical hits and penetration plus 40. Alright, what else we can get here? Let's see. New move? New move. wait, if I... Let's do these. I mean, these are both the same, but it'll be worth it. Actually, know what I got from that mining bit. Right, we just came out of here, went into here. There's this way first. Oh! What do we got in here? Oh, jeez. A lot of mining spots. Mysterious fragments. Pixie crystals and hex breakers. Hex breakers. Mysterious fragments. Pixie crystals. Hex breakers. Hex breakers. Platinum chunks. Mysterious fragments. Hex breakers. Okay. No wonder this one appeared blank on the map, Genie map. I turn off ore on there because they're a respawning thing. It's not what I was hoping for, though.
Little help! Let me help!
Dragon Swarm! Talon Storm!
Wind after
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Now I'm in the groove!
I'll crush you!
That was quick.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike!
Will this
I'm
help?
just getting started!
It looks like you've got this one covered.
I'll finish you here and now!
I don't know what I'd do
Hear
without
my
you.
call!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm! Let's lift up!
I can't hold on much longer! Need to pull myself together.
I owe you one.
None shall escape my
Ow.
judgment!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Vacuum Blade!
Cyan
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Raining Slash!
Here, let me help!
Here I come!
Here, let me help!
Ow.
Take this! Thunder!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I keep forgetting to look up that word.
This ends
What does
now.
Tenebrous
Consider
mean?
yourself finished!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
I could just leave, but that stuff's important. Oh, there's a chest.
Right, here you go!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade!
Yes, I'm on a roll now!
Clear away!
In here.
Thunder!
Magna Red in there with the other!
Take this!
Hit a word!
Oh, I lost it.
Strike! Thunder Fang! You're finished!
Here, let me help!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
You got company!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Not a chance!
Eat this!
No escape!
Sparkling
I'll tear you apart!
Rain
I'm
down!
on a roll, man.
Oh, jeez.
Now I'm real mad!
What would I do without you?
My attack brought me up into its laser.
Stop you dying?
By the power of the Andy!
What's this?
Lightning orb!
What's this?
Take this!
It's time!
Ooh, Master Art.
Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
I really belong!
Magic for you, Dad!
Okay, not what I thought I was doing.
What's this?
Lunar corruption!
Vacuum Blade!
Back into the
Oh!
Let's do it!
Hear my call. I'm just getting started. I'll finish you here and now.
Glacial Spear. Pierce
Now
Evil.
I'm real mad.
Wall is ready.
I'm on the shot!
Freeze Laser.
Storm! Here I come!
Field.
I'll finish
Ow.
you here and now.
Take this!
Amazing.
Back to
I'll
blade!
finish you here and
Repeat
now.
Remote!
Astral Energy.
Say no more!
Whew!
There's always room for improvement.
Good materials and... Oh, very good materials. Really hoping to find that teleporter
Zugos here are
soon.
putting up a real fight.
Oh,
That just goes to show how important this place is.
if that keeps going, it will continue on the other end of the door.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
Oh man, actually continuing the story for once.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
Well,
I
probably
don't
'cause
think
we're
we
not
have to
native
worry
this
about
world.
that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you
How's that
insane?
safe?
Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
Whoa. So I'm gonna do this and not gonna let you stop me. Alright. Cool, sure. You don't see any problems with that, Rinwell? Like, you know, what you're experiencing right now?
There was only meant to be one world,
What?
and your goal is to make them one.
How did... But no... Whoa, 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 what?
Is this fear?
Step away, Rinwell, before you go too far.
Linwell!
What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed.
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world,
What?
but that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although, admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with.
Huh.
At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong, like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
Probably not. It's not how society works, but, fascinating. Ceaseless hunger.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Fascinating. Alright. Really hoping we'll find that teleporter soon. Chunks, good. Oop, Helganquil.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Lunar corruption! Dance like a power of water! Here, get on the way! Burning water! Hear my call! Divine blood! One more time!
go! Get it? I hit the buttons!
Coming through! Ha!
Let's go before I die.
Scarlet Inferno!
Now!
Totally! In an instant!
Ooh.
Impact Block!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Okay. We came from here. Should do that first. Omega Elixir. Very good, very good. Don't get many of those, but they're useful. At one point. This way. The fuck? Oh, it's a sleeping dragon. So, yeah. Let's, well, these, and then a happy bottle. That looks real weird, just being able to see the wing.
The trash.
Oh, I'm really hurt. I did not realize how hurt I was. Alright, I'm healed now.
Watch this! Aim for the weak spot! Watch it! Now!
Glacial spear. Here's evil. That'll bring you down. Raging storm. Now I'm in the groove.
Amazing.
Hurricane!
Got it.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll finish you here and now! Dragon swarm!
Damn it. For some reason, whenever you finish a Mystic Heart, like if you do it while they were down, they're no longer down. Kind of annoying.
Dragon sword! Dragon sword! Just getting stuck! Hit
You get the break. Air thrust.
Eat this! No escape!
Magic is in. Holy Mass. Chain between heaven and
That's
earth.
it! I'm not done! Solo game! I'll finish
Oh. Weak spot's back.
None shall escape my judgment. May a thousand magic is in. Do it.
First strike! In an instant! Impact block!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's refrain from losing.
That dragon blood. Let's refrain from losing. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we got a teleporter. Anything else in this room?
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander.
Oh,
but I sure wouldn't
this
want to
one's
live here
broken.
with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Yeah, because everything is dead.
Clearly the worst point against it.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You're mine!
Here's
I'm on a roll now! Plasma shock!
Here's evil.
Plasma shock!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Roll now!
A freezing.
Hold on. I want to check something. I don't have any of your arts off, do I? No? Good. Actually, you, though. Do you have any dark arts? I should really be turning off the dark ones. No, it doesn't. Let's turn off Gravitas Field. And toxicity, apparently. Because the majority of things in this place are dark. And out of who I have out right now, you're the only one who can use Dark Astral Energy, so don't have to worry about anything else.
Amazing.
Now I can let loose. Okay, here I go. Talent Hurricane! No, this one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for.
Use it, damn it!
I'll leave it to you. Dragon War! Vacuum Blade! Plasma Duck! I'm on it! Listen up! You're mine! Now I'm in the groove! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Talon Storm! Thunder Fang! Take this! Talon Hurricane! It was nice! Quiver Blade! Take this! Dragon Claw! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Guess we don't know our own strength. You could say that again.
Oh man, the thorns down here are getting thicker. Hey, there's another beam there. Huh. Oh dear. Two at once.
Take this! I'm not done trying harder! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ready to go! Not
Oh, that was satisfying!
Go for the weak point!
Ow, let me move, let me move, let me move!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
be still! Rise and try harder! Take this!
A chain between you get to death.
Raining Flash!
Divine Savior! I'm going to need to use all the power of my divine.
Oh man, you didn't use it! The hell?
Beyond the darkest
No
sky,
escape!
I call upon you. What my art can do.
Now! Here I come! Struck!
Sealed.
Dragon Swarm!
This'll come in handy. Far beyond the darkest sky.
No, let me move! Woo! I dodged it somehow.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
You get to death.
Plasma Shock! Start up!
It's weakened.
This ends now! No escape! It was nice
I think they're all focusing on the other one while I got this guy.
Try harder! Not a chance! Lightning thrust!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Take this! Struck! Eat this! Take this! Try harder! Not a chance!
I'm going to need to use all the power required.
Dragon Swarm! There!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
I'm on it! Here I come! This one's all mine!
I'll finish you here and now!
Dragon Swarm!
Oh, she healed her.
Here I come! Try harder! Now! Here I come! I'm not done!
It's time to finish
Here we
this.
go.
Die! Consuming wildfire!
Here's a healing arm.
Here you go! Watch this!
Radiant
Freaking does it!
Reload.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll heal you all.
Vacuum Blades! Try harder! My turn! Now! My turn! Now!
There's a healing arm.
Here I try harder! Not a chance!
Oh, so good.
Move away! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! No escape! Now! while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Dragon Swarm!
No, I won't give in.
Oh shit. I think I'm gonna give an orange gel first.
I'm gonna need more of that medicine. You'll pay for that! No escape! Thunderfang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Oh no! Oh, that's a bad. That's a bad. I mean, if there's any time for an Omega Elixir, let's do it.
I still got some fight left in me.
Try harder! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Adam!
It's time to end.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I mean, I probably could have finished them both off with Alphen alone, but
A hard-won victory.
I wasn't gonna risk that. This is pretty straightforward. Anything else? No? Alright. Jeez, okay. You're protecting something over here.
Gotta break through!
Oh, really? Okay. You too?
It's over!
Dreams!
There we go.
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade!
Inferno punch!
Flying Freak!
Why can't they just get still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Magic, this one's mine! Thunderblade!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arc. We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said! Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
I'm on strike!
Howling Hurricane! Eagle Fly! I'm just getting started!
Thunder! Come one, come all! You're mine!
Eat this!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
Vacuum Blade!
No! I won't give in!
Ow.
All the power of my healing arc. I can do it.
Roll away! Thunder!
Here.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this!
Here I come!
It's
Dragon Swarm!
Flame.
Lift up!
Oh, damn it.
Blazing star. Leave now.
I'll stop its charge!
Thank you, Zara. Here's the evil. Divine. One more time.
Try harder! My turn!
There you go. Don't let up.
Oh,
Here's
good.
a healing arc.
Now I'm real mad!
You get the dead
Vacuum
now.
Blade!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I've been doing really great lately.
Okay. And Red Verbena. Defense. Cool. And you two.
No
Fury and
choice!
hatred.
You're mine!
Ah,
Came between heaven and earth.
waited while they were next to each other.
You're mine! Vacuum Blade!
Good enough.
Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm!
You see what happened there is you
Charge like
crossed
that
me.
could easily
Shouldn't
be
have done
fatal.
that.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Oh, I was just out of the healing circle.
Devastation! Death Blossom! Tear! Dragon Swarm! Thunder!
Watch it! So take
Raining
care of
Blast!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
from death.
No!
Bring you back from death to base!
Take this!
bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Come on. Oh,
I'll bring you
Shion,
back
get
from
out of
Death's
there.
Abyss.
Here I come!
This one's for you, Dad.
There!
I'll bring
Oh
you
yeah,
back
we got
from
some
Death's
weird
Abyss.
audio there again.
Coming through!
Oh, I hope she actually casted that.
Now!
She kept trying.
Inferno!
I'll bring you back from
Fuck!
Death's
Here I come! Dragon
Abyss. I'll
Swarm!
bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Shion, move away from them when you try and cast that.
Dragon Swarm!
No, 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 no. I'm gonna do a Dragon Swarm.
These fists have got your name on them! Here I come! Thunderbang!
Here's evil.
Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! They're in the groove! It's too much!
They're not playing around.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Yeah, I got. Oh, I dodged one, got hit by the other. That's not good.
All disasters made one.
This should do it! I owe you one!
Tear you to shreds. I'm just getting started.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
You get the gist.
Hurricane Storm! No escape!
Wait, did you rage? Does that mean? No, the other one's still up.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Do it. Get toasty.
Bird strike!
All right. Man, it's a difficult fight.
That's quite the technique.
But I got some materials I need.
You need me? I'm there.
Oh, and more. Okay, well,
Gotta break through!
actually.
No escape! Swallow dance! Vacuum blade!
I'll finish you here and now.
Rolling take damage! No escape! Storm! Try harder! My turn!
Magic it
Ready strike! No escape!
Eat this.
You get the gist.
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Here I go. I'll be seeing. Not much longer to go.
Come on! One final push!
Let's do this together. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm
Oh.
done here,
How could a girl ever
Oh,
say no?
okay.
As
Wow.
as always.
Wow,
Oh,
look what I just found.
let's be accumulated. We're all 56. That's pretty good. You have a thrust. What else am I getting you? I can concentrate on titles I can complete, but that's. I got 3 of them with 3 left and 1 with 4 left. So that's kind of different. This is defense and. Come on, attack. Let's go for this first. Should I do the other thing first? I'm gonna do them both, but I think this is more important. Alright, we're nearly there. Okay, just a bunch of things in this hallway on the way to that final room.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You should have messed with me.
Magic is there. Air Gemini Ultra.
Interesting. This is weakness, but you saw those 253s.
Downfall. Let's get you all tucked away.
I'll finish you here and
And
now.
I think Dragon Swarm is doing more damage.
Crush
But
you.
it does have a higher star value, so I guess that
Lightning
makes
ring like
sense.
this. Tenebrous
I should probably
claw.
check to see what my star values are. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, but
Dragon Swarm!
Cyan Instant.
Let's tear him up.
Raging Storm.
as it turns out, the attacks I've been using are like an excellent combo.
I'm not done!
Now I'm in the groove.
Try harder! Now!
Oh, I dodged it!
I'm not done! Slash this down! Hurricane Thrust!
I'll tear you apart.
Time to let it rip! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Get there!
Let me show you what my arts can do. Rise and shine.
Raining flame! Blue light coming through! Ha!
And just get this out before I run out of overlimit. Come on.
Scarlet Inferno!
Kigara!
Nice.
Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
We're in good form!
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Huh. Oh. Oh shit, okay. Got the earth, light, wind, water, fire, and dark astral energy separators. How should we go about this? I feel like there's going to be a fight in each one. Maybe I'll start here and go counterclock. Oh, fuck. We're good on health and CP somehow. Alright, good with that, and we're all level 56, about halfway to the next one. No, no.
To me.
Now I'm real mad!
My turn!
Dance in the wind!
You can aim for the weak
Between
spot!
heaven and earth.
I'll finish you here and
A
now!
wailing Banthea will divine savior.
It looks like you guys have recovered.
It's time!
Oh! At 69 hits, very good. Very nice.
Heavenly Crimson
Very nice.
Blossom!
And what's going on here?
Will this help?
Ow,
Hold it together.
ow,
Try
ow!
harder!
It's weakened.
This ends now! I'm not
Don't
done!
get in my way.
Come on. Break the cord.
Raging storm.
Here I come! Dragon War! Inferno Fire!
Ow!
All good things come to an end.
Thunderfang! What's this? Eat this! Ah! No escape! Let the go!
3 giant enemies in one fucking move!
You're mine! Glimmer Dragon! Blew away! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this! Try harder! My turn! Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! I could do without this pain!
Here, let me help. Oh, stop it, stop.
It's got your name on them!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Corruption.
Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well
My
done.
turn. Eat this! No escape!
Magic is...
Let's go for the weaker one first.
Freeze
You're
Laser.
mine!
Air
Try harder! My turn!
Dragon Power. Freeze Laser. Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust.
Eat
Don't
this!
mind if I do.
I didn't hit your direction, Renwell.
Between heaven and earth. I'll heal you all.
Vacuum
A
blade!
wailing Banshee of lightning. Healing
Blue
thrust.
away.
Divine
Thunder.
blah, blah, blah. Magic is here. This isn't ideal. They're not playing around. I won't give
Oh no. Shion, get back here.
Here, maybe helping hand. Chariot of Dragon.
Okay, she used that on herself. Good to know.
I don't even know the word defeat.
Damn it. Shia, get out of there.
Use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Eat this!
Thank you.
Swallow Dragon Form! I'll finish you here first! Take this! Dark Blade!
Healing
Ah, fuck.
These fists have got your name on them!
I'm on.
Plasma Shock! Serpent Knuckle!
Raging
Try to
Storm!
roll now! Let's try harder!
I'll heal you.
Hurricane Thrust!
I'm going to need to use roll now. Use my healing arts to accomplish this. You get the gist.
I can't see them
Watch me
attacking.
Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Excellent use of your master art there.
Let me show you what my art can do. I'm going to need to use this. Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elton.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Okay. I'm just gonna use one of these.
Do it! Lock!
Or not.
Descend! Flashing Fang!
Or I don't have to.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Spirit robe.
The design of this
These robes. There we go. Damn it, hold on a second. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Parents were calling.
It is really interesting.
You must really like it,
Can't say
Alvin.
no when that happens. Also, they were trying to sign into Disney Plus to watch Black Widow, which is definitely worth it. And they use my Disney Plus account. Interesting. Only had to be one of them to open that door. But the one thing I was looking up, remember yeah, astral energy convergence zone. It actually says it now. Guess what? It's not here yet. It's not here yet. I have to clear all 6 of these, and that teleporter will appear. Probably here, I think. Maybe? I mean, this is Rena, World of Death, yeah. That's the final boss over there. Where do you like? Actually, let me just look down that way. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna clear all of these first. But once we get that teleporter back to the surface, I will no longer... this is a bunch of hard battles, and the last one will be a boss battle, so...
Little help! I never miss! This dragon is
You're mine!
Ow.
You're mine! Dragon form!
First aid!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'm not done!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Ow. Oh, that didn't hit me. Good.
Now I'm in the groove!
Always has to do that poison thing while I am in the middle of a long move.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'll crush you!
Please hit both of them with this. I don't know if it has an AoE, but I hope it does.
I'm just getting started! You're mine! Plasma shock! Not today! Dragon form! Blow away! Watch it! Thunderfang! Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Plasma shock!
Let's get you up.
Oh man, this... Oh god, they appeared right next to me, both of them.
Try harder!
There we go!
I'm not done!
Let me move!
I'll crush you!
Knew that was coming soon.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
You're mine! Dragon swarm! Dance!
Okay. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Not a chance! Okay!
That move. Everyone, get
Here
back.
comes a
It's
big
too
one!
dangerous.
Try harder!
Deny.
It's on! Take this! Plasma shock!
I can't hold on much longer.
Oh, I got paralyzed midair.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Ah, too late.
No complaints here!
This was easily dodged though. Ah!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Hold nothing back!
Come forth, the healing.
I'll bring you back. Nothing gets by me.
Try harder! Not a chance! Dragon form!
Hear me,
There!
flaming fury.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Eat this!
Plasma shock! Try harder! Not a chance!
Do it. Razor astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again!
too bad. Hey, and she got
My
stuff.
word.
That. Let's put this on off first. Prismatic jacket. And some skills for Shion. Alright, where am I? I'm going back to this. Going back to this.
This must be the work of Providence.
What now?
It means destiny. I think it's a
That
bit of an exaggeration, though.
Almost got it. How are we doing? Oh, great! At least the two in the center should be easy to beat.
He's gone.
This one's mine, guarding wind.
I'm like this. I'm like freaking dust.
Between heaven and earth.
Try harder. Not a chance. Blast the duck.
Funny thing is, you could technically flee from these
Can you
battles,
take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
and they would just be gone.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll see about that.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Isara.
Now
Ow.
I'm real mad.
Here's a healing blade. Go get him. Magic is there. In here.
Ow!
Time!
Oh, good.
Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Here's a healing arc.
Take this.
Oh! Oh! Oh, man! Oh, that just looked painful. No, no, dodge! Fucking hell, I can't dodge in the middle of a
Thanks
move!
for the healing.
Get me in that healing circle!
Yeah, you do.
Alright, that's something.
My turn. Strike. Strike. Ignite.
Swallow dead. Hear me.
Blast the duck.
Burning strike.
Strike.
Here's a healing arc. Lightning air.
What a relief.
I'm on it.
You're mine. Talon Hurricane. Dragon
All
Force.
over here and now!
Magic
All
is
good
there.
things come to an
Dragon
end.
Force.
Between healing circles.
I really know you are.
Coming through.
Oh, I should have waited.
Ah! Now.
The healing circle isn't gonna be there when we come back.
Searing flame. Reload.
You're mine.
I'm on a roll now!
None shall escape my judgment. Air
Oh, it's...
light astral energy.
That freaking does it!
Will this help?
Blast the
You should have
duck.
messed with me!
Firmament Surger.
Start up. Talon Hurricane.
Inferno! I'm on a roll now! Need to pull myself together.
Searing tempest.
The flame inside is yours to be let.
It's time!
Oh, man. Master Art again.
Watch me soar!
Impressive.
Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Oh!
Radiant pierce.
Nope. Okay, we're good.
Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Talon Hurricane. Blast the duck.
Resurrection. Photon.
Take
Blah,
it.
blah, blah, magic. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Divine.
Try harder. Now. Here I come. Talon
No
Hurricane.
more playing nice.
Dragon
None shall
Force.
escape my
Platinum
judgment.
Doom Blade.
Seal. I'll be saving
You're mine.
friends. Vanish without a trace.
Thunder.
Take below!
Let me show you what my art can do. Rise and shine.
And more of this and I'll burn out.
It was nice.
Fire instant.
Take this. Inferno Punch. Thunder Fang. Blow away.
Damn it. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Yeah!
Am I on a roll or
what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Yeah, I think all of it. Yep, fortress armor.
My word. This must be the
Nope, not you. Must be you. Not as good as rare plate. When did I get this one? Huh.
work of Providence.
What now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
See, I think beating all these guys will open the teleporter back to the surface. Plus, it is getting us a shit ton of experience, which is what I need. Not even 57 yet, jeez. Oh, probably won't be quite as bad as the last one.
No backing
down.
I'm like bait to them. Where are you going? If it's in this line, freaking does it.
You know, gotta make sure I dodge the big guys.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lunar corruption!
Eat this!
Shit.
Try harder! My turn!
All disasters
Strike!
for one!
Thunder!
The helix of purity!
Thunderfang!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Okay, they took him out. No. Sweet spot, please!
Oh, now you're talking!
Oh, you're standing right in its way! These things are so easy to avoid!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, right?
Use the healing circle for just you!
A chain between you get the dead. Hear my call!
I'm not done! Try harder! My turn! Take that!
Hear my call!
Blew away!
Watch this!
Blast the storm!
A chain between you get the dead. It's weakened!
This ends now!
Amazing.
On this, you hear it now! Dragon Swarm! Talon Storm! There!
Hear me! Flame of
Now that's freaking does it!
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Thunderfang! You're mine! Thunderfang! Try again! Not a chance!
I'll finish you here and
Try
now!
harder! Not a chance! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll crush you! Lightning
Yeah, this was a lot
reflexes!
easier.
Tenebrous claw!
Lightning condensed! I'll heal you all! Thunder! Healing circle!
Try harder!
To an
Not a
end.
chance!
What a relief!
Lightning
Here's a
Thrust!
healing arm!
Here I come!
First aid!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
There you go!
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Lightning
I'll
Thrust!
finish you here and now! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll finish. Let's tear it up!
Here's evil!
Big blast!
Here I come!
Here's evil!
I'll finish you here and now!
Blew away!
All good things.
Not a
You
chance!
see what happened there as you crossed me. You shouldn't have done that. Now I'm in the groove. Infernal punch!
I owe you one.
I'll crush you!
Alright, good move.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the groove.
Tempest! Now!
Remove!
Acid
Say no more.
Say no more is such a weird thing to say.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
And duality.
That equipment should come in handy.
Still 56. We might end up as 57 by the end of all this. Not sure. But whatever it's gonna be, after completing this room, we are not going onward until I have beaten all of the side quests. So that may end up a bit tedious at first, but once we hit level 60, it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, we got 2 Alganquil and a dragon.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
So you say. Oh, one of them's glowing.
This one's tough,
Excellent.
but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Take this!
This one's for you, Dad.
You picked the wrong fight! Watch it! You're mine!
Go for the weak point.
Dragon Swarm!
Now, Johnson! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alpha.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Thunder!
Healing circle. Big knuckle.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint. Nope, you are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
Apparently used his boost move, but I didn't intend to.
There you go. No, I mean, you're even better than...
I'll crush you!
Okay. That'll take him out of the air.
Reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant kill.
Take this!
Oh, core break.
Let's do it. Glacial spear.
Come one, come all! Rising!
Unviolent starting with magic.
Here I come! Talon Storm! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant slaughter. Barrier storm. Having the flame
That
move.
Here comes
Out of the air.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Excellent.
You're quite the gunslinger.
Dragon
I have to
blood.
be, in this world.
Don't worry,
Lustrous
I've got your back.
Hey, Alphen got enough XP. And Mumbane.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Odd name for equipment, but let's see if it's better than Reflector. It is. And I got AP restored from critical hits. Do that to finish that off and get some resistance. I think we have one door left. And I'm not doing too bad. Not get the combat points. Let's see. Nope. The water astral energy separator. Oh, shit. You know, just to start off well.
I bet that one could give me a decent workout.
You're planning to fight it alone?
No way! I need your help.
And naturally, yeah, I'm gonna... Whatever the hell we get from this, I want more of it. Sword Dancer! There's a sword dancer in every Tales game, I
The
think. It's
sword-wielding
always,
Sugal?
always an optional boss. Oh, 2 weak points. Dark
And not
Element.
just one, but 4.
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Eat this! Dragon Swarm! I'll tear you apart! Let's dust! Super Swallow Dance!
Just getting started.
Take this!
Holy Land!
Dazzle!
Light Astral
Dragon! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Excellent.
Oh, that freaking does it!
Freezing storm!
Burn! Talon Hurricane! Dragon Swarm! Inferno!
Roll now!
There you go! Inside my house!
Punch! Burning Slash! Yes!
Watch
Be
this!
collection! Whoa! Hey! One at a time! Go get him!
I'm not...
Here's another!
Here's
Dragon
one.
Swarm!
Like Astro Energy! Magic is him!
Blow away!
I think I can guess. Sleep now!
I'm just getting started!
This will come in handy! Gemini Awesome!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
None shall escape
Oh yeah, we can. What level is it? 56. Same as us, and we're taking it pretty well, it seems. Stop swinging at nothing!
A wind seal!
Dragon Swarm! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine! Savage Roll! I'm not done!
Cyan Instant!
Talon Storm! Thunderfang!
Oh,
now you're talking! Super Fire Dance!
it's weakened!
This ends now!
Magic is him!
One core broke, let's target the other one.
Let's put you out of your
Oh, got them both?
We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught here!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Cleveland! Magic is him!
You're mine! Eat
Right
this!
here! I'll be saving this one!
Jeez.
Shock!
Okay. Wow, you were almost easier than some of the others.
Now!
Consider yourself finished.
Shit. Oh, that felt good. Oh wow, that's a different... Oh no, that's why it was easier. There's a second form. Fuck. Oh, that is disturbing.
It got rid of the...
Get rid of the swords.
Looks like I won after all.
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet. Not by a long shot.
Blast the shock!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Swallow dance!
Woo.
Lunar Blast! Russian Weak! Annihilation! Marrow Gemini Aqua!
Okay.
I'll heal you out! Sleep now!
Vacuum blade!
Healing Circle! Is there with
Okay.
the others. I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is
Whoa.
cause havoc and destruction.
There we go.
Far beyond the darkest side! I call it!
Oh, you just kind of missed with most of that. All right. What? It went straight back into another charge.
Try harder!
Now! Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Here I
Yeah.
Inferno Punch! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! Super Swallow Dance! Talon Hurricane! Raining Slipper!
Between heaven and
It is
earth.
just the same enemy.
The enemy is going all out!
Eat this! Raining Hurricane! Eagle Dive! Thunder!
Target its weak point.
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Glacial Spear!
Oh fuck.
There as you cross
What's going on? What I get hit by?
Banshee of Lightning!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Dance! Vacuum Blade!
I don't know what.
Oh, it yelled. I hate when they yell.
I really don't.
I'll crush you!
There we go. Yell didn't get you.
Tenebrous Claw!
Yeah.
First strike! Let's tear it! Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Oh, yes. Now that's how they're supposed to die. Astral Flower.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
And what do we got here? The wedding dress. All right. Easier awakening over limit. And we'll get boost gauge from downs next. Act and burst, new move for you. Are we continuing this? I think so. AG for crits. Increase boost gauge for when you get it. Let's go for that first. Okay, I think that was the last one. I'm only slightly surprised that I got through all of them unscathed. Well, I mean, I used a good amount of items, but didn't run out like I feared. That was all of them, yes? Wind. Come on. That was light and earth. Dark. Fire and water we just came out of, so yeah. I guess we have to go onward. It probably is, like, right here. Just in case. We cleared all of them, and I am saving, goddammit. Aha! That's it! Oh, got one of those. I'm gonna use this anyway. But this is important. I don't know what that said, but I knew I just had to activate this. Yeah, that was the other beam we saw. Where does this go? It goes to the surface. Okay, no reaction to that. Cool, cool, cool. Guess what? It's a fast travel point, and now we can actually go right to the final boss from there. You know what that means? No more Rena unless we're grinding. Oh. What should I even try next? Maybe these guys. All the way up here for the Super Zoogle. What time is it? Half an hour? Sure, we could go into a into a boss battle.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Oh, I know I just healed and everything, but I kind of want to camp. We wouldn't even need to make food. It would just to get a scene. I think with Doalium. But first of all, 10 platinum chunks. Oh, look at all that gold. Hell yeah. Craft weapon. Oh, shit. Okay. I can make both of these just fine, and I'm going to do that. What do I need for this? Blistering fangs. I'll have to see where I get those. Sacred Karma. Not entirely sure I like the look of it, to be honest. But this is 3 Dragon Blood. Oh, I don't have the gold for anything else. Jeez. Oh yeah, can't get this yet. Can't get this. Or this. Or that. So I don't really have to worry at the moment. Still haven't gotten the farm fence. Need blistering fangs. Where do I get blistering fangs?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Not what I wanted. Enemy info. Alright, they all dropped 2 items, I think. Looking for blistering fangs, I think. Rending Titan fangs. Wait, if those give icicle fangs, a blistering fang would probably be flame flame sac from this guy. Astral exhalations are the only ones with dragon blood. I think I've gotten all I need with dragon blood. Megafauna bone I think I might still need. I might have gotten some from this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we can't fight any of these guys anymore. Okay. So, I mean, these are all unique. I'm not going to find any of those or any of these. Maybe they're from enemies that are coming up. Or the bosses I'm going to find. Like, we got a long time left on the meal. So I don't really need to camp, but I want to for the scene with Doalim. Actually, I might do that after this battle. What the hell is that? I don't remember finding any dragons out here. Guess you need to go around over here. Did I end up getting that thing? No, it's not even on my map. I'll do that.
Get lost!
Dragon Storm! Vacuum
We got the advantage.
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Ron...
Yeah, I knew that'd be quick. No one even got hurt.
Let's do it! Let's go! Galaglia House!
Come again?
God, he had
You
to go
don't
with
know
this
it?
scene.
It was all the rage back in Galaglia.
I wonder if Cislodia's got one.
Oh,
Cislodia, ha!
I will hit you.
Menencia Ha.
We can hear you. Careful.
if I am misremembering these guys' level, this may not be a good fight.
That's no ordinary Zoogle.
Yeah? Well, we're no ordinary party either.
I like how he reacted to that. They usually have different... Oh yeah, 56! Okay! Alright, the idea is go after one. One at a time.
Now I'm in the groove! Not today! Aim for the weak spot!
Eat this!
There!
Raging Cascade!
Dragon
Healing Circle!
All finish you here and here!
What elements are they? No elements.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Dragon Form! Now I'm in the groove! There!
Oh, now we're talking!
I'm not done!
Eagle Assault!
Blow away!
What's this?
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Off like strike! Dragon
Here,
Form!
let me help!
Thunderfang! I'm on it! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I'll finish you here and
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Take this! Dragon Form!
None shall escape
Be
my
still!
judgment!
Be still! Take this!
Pain between blah, blah, blah.
No escape! You're finished! Rising Falcon!
No. Oh, okay, he missed.
I'm not done! Dragon Form! There! Take this! I'm not... These fists have got your name on them! Dragon Form!
Ice Prison!
I can carve through armor!
Will this help?
Talon Hurricane! Ready, Flash! I'm just getting started! No escape!
Back into the fray!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Here I go!
Now I'm in the groove! Bangalera! Here I come! Dragon
roll
Form!
now. Outstanding form!
Okay, the idea was to go after one at a time, but we seem to be taking them down rather evenly, and that's kind of a surprise. But I think that tends to happen with these guys.
Swallow Dance!
Bangalera! Radiant Instant!
Lightning Slash!
Now!
I'm not entirely sure
sharp.
why.
Lightning Tiger Blade! Here I come! Throw Dance! Dragon Swarm!
Hellbarkling Stars of Light!
There!
Rain Cloud!
Eagle Assault!
Let me help!
Raining Swallow Dance! Eagle Assault! Dragon Swarm!
They're not playing around!
I'm on it!
I want to check something. These are still at 1 star. This is 3 and 2. Man, it really does take a while to level those up, huh?
Not today! I'll tear you apart!
Shit. Right, he's glowing blue, that wouldn't have done anything! I have no idea why he's glowing blue, but I'll take it. And I'll have to. I'll have to.
Here I come! Escape! Try harder! My turn! Eagle Assault! Enough done! Thunder!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Ooh, core break!
Now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Inferno Punch! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! It's time to
Yeah!
finish this! Die!
Always good with my
Wildfire!
non-frontline. With my. It's always good when my rear guard gets their mystic arts. Though it is kind of surprising they got into Overlimit in the first place. Actually, surprising's the wrong word. I'll go with worry. Because that usually means they're getting hurt.
Dragon Swarm!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade! Stay away from my friends!
Rinwell, move!
Heaven and earth.
Take it!
A wailing banshee of
Dragon
lightning.
Swarm! Vacuum Blade! Blow away! Here I come! Blow away! Dragon Swarm!
Oh, that's... Whoa, that's not good. Okay. I did not realize that was happening.
Feel the medicine working.
Alright, Shion, please stay alive.
Vacuum
Here's a
Blade!
healing art. There's not enough time to heal
Okay.
everyone. So what do we do?
Oh, I'm at 1, and I'm down.
And be more defensive. You get the dead.
You're not healing yourself. Alright, there we go.
This one. Explosion. Hear me.
Oh, that was explosive.
I won't give up.
Okay, really, Shion? I'm gonna bring myself back. Why not?
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
Eagle Fly. Do it.
It was nice. Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Vanquish darkness.
Now!
Do it.
Remove!
Astral energy.
Say no more! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
There
you go!
I feel like me again.
Rip and tear!
There you go. Back into the fray.
Oh, core break. Very good. Shion, heal us, please. Please, please, please.
In the sky is mine.
I'll crush you!
Damn it! I think you interrupted a heal.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon! I'm just getting started with my art. Dragon
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art.
Good. Yeah. For some reason, resurrection is an all heal, while what is it? Resuscitation is revive. And that would make sense, yes, but resurrection should also be that.
Now I'm in the groove.
Water, hear my call. Rain down and purify. Here's evil.
Now I'm in the groove.
Meteor storm.
Dragon swarm.
Man, that meteor storm really puts a lot on the screen.
Do it.
You gotta appreciate the PS5 for being able to handle this so well. Yeah. Astral flower.
That's some
SP
power
for
you
3.
wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
And we're all 57. Excellent. Hey, this isn't very important, but I do get resistance from it. Where are we going next? The other one of these? Maybe. Faster AG recovery is very good. That'll take a while, I'm sure. But it'll be worth it. You got this now, and you can get that next. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, they're the same. It doesn't matter, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Okay. Of course, I have the chest in there already. Why not? Before I go back to the campsite. And that'll be it for tonight, I believe. How can you see me through the wall? Alright.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
As impressive as always.
Here, I hope that wasn't true.
These ones can run drinks around
You're
that.
even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
There we go.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Ah, not into the tree. There we go. A new.
There.
I want to know what a dragon's doing out here. Yo, what's up?
No choice.
Vandal dragon.
Here I come. I'm not done. Dragon swarm.
Oh, wow, that was a fast core break.
Just getting started. Move away. You're mine. I'm on it. Here I come. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Indeed, that'd be quick.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now. Oh,
That they are. Yep. don't think we need a meal, but...
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Whose turn is it to cook today?
Nice try, Law. We all know it's your turn.
Damn,
Oh, I forgot I was
was
still
I
in this
that
outfit.
obvious?
Went back to death.
All right, guess I'll get to it.
Wait, before you get started. Remember when the three of us fixed pancakes back on the farm?
Ah, direct result of that.
I remember how weirdly proud you were of yours.
Wait, don't tell me you want a rematch.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just, I've been thinking about something ever since that day. I used every trick in the book to make the perfect pancake, and yet...
You're wondering why you lost, right?
Pretty sure it's because you pumped Isara here with enough sugar to give a Zoogle a...
Anyways, I've come up with a recipe, and was hoping you guys could taste them and tell me what you think.
All right, I'm up for round 2. Challenge accepted.
Wait, are we all doing this?
Come on. Shion's clearly put a lot of work into this. I'm sure they'll be great. Right, everyone?
Thanks. Okay, wait here. I'll have them fixed up in just a few moments. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Here are your pancakes.
I can't wait. Let's see how they taste. Damn. The way these spices jump about in your mouth, you'd think they'd cancel each other out, but somehow they work brilliantly.
They're so sweet. I feel like they'll melt in my mouth. Every bite makes me feel like I'm in heaven.
Holy crap! These are so rich, just the way I like them. I can't stop stuffing them in my face.
You chose the perfect ingredients and heated them just enough to bring out their flavor. Amazing.
The presentation is simply exquisite, and they have such a pure, refined taste to them as well.
Damn.
They're perfect! Shion, these pancakes are amazing.
Really? I'm so glad they turned out well.
Although, don't we all seem to have different impressions of how they actually taste?
You're right.
Huh.
Everyone was eating something completely different.
Here, let me take a bite of yours, Alphen.
What?
It's true. I fine-tuned them to suit each person's unique tastes.
You did that for everyone's pancakes? That must have been a lot of extra work.
It was, but I learned something important in doing so. You see, I was so focused on trying to make something that I thought would please people that I forgot to consider who I was actually serving.
Here, water.
Thanks, Renwell. I thought I was a goner.
What was it? Too spicy for you?
Isn't what I want people to feel about my food. It's about accommodating what they're looking for in a meal.
Damn right.
Well said, Shion. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. No recipe is complete without love and care for whoever's eating it. Those alone make a dish taste better than any spice could.
So one might say that what makes a meal are both those who prepare it,
She's getting a title for this.
rather than the food alone. How insightful.
You've grown so much as a cook, Shion. I have nothing left to teach you.
Oh, thank you, Master. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's the continuation of the other thing. Oh no. Did you go in for a hug? Shion, Love Chef. Alright. Improved healing arts from that. Excellent. Also, why is it not zoomed in like it should be? Oh, it's probably because of the flag. It was Love Chef. There we go. Got improved healing arts. Boost strike, weak point. Increase attack, elemental attack when full. Ah. Well, I definitely want to save up for this first, so I can complete that. But that'll be next. An MF porridge recipe. Motherfucking porridge. Ultimate porridge derived from extensive research. Key to such a vaunted status? Love, the finest flavoring of all.
Hey, Shion. Got any requests for supper tonight?
Me? Not really. I'm fine with just about anything. Everything you cook is delicious.
Gonna switch their outfits before I do anything else.
Seeing you devour my food makes all the work I put into it well worth it.
Do I look that eager to you?
Always.
Nothing wrong with that. We all have to eat to survive. It makes me happy to see people eat their fill on what I fix.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Oh, wait a second. That's my current sword. I'm going with that. I forgot about that. I should have done that originally. I don't like that as much. Sacred Karma. Could give her this again. It matches the outfit, but nah. This is still pretty good. I kind of want to give you this one again. Yeah, no one else got anything new, I think. And that's... I mean, that looks good, but... I still think that, the pink protector works best with this outfit. Nice. The second best sword, I think. I saw something about, like, devil arms. It might be from some other quest later. And it changes us. There we go. Assuming I haven't missed any of these, but I have to check just in case. Nope. Nope, we're still working on half of the, like, 31-minute time for that. This might be the last one, it might be the second to last, not sure yet.
Dovaline, care if I hang out for a while? Would you perchance be interested in going on a walk together? Why? You're not on guard duty for another few hours. Which is why I want to walk. To hear the music in these parts. Music? Where are you going to find musicians all the way out here? There's more to music than what people play. It's in the grass, fluttering in the wind, the leaves in the trees, and the songs of birds and insects. Once you open your ears, you'll find that music is truly everywhere in this world. What sounds like music depends on who's listening, huh? It's an interesting idea, but I think it might be a little too difficult for me. Speaking of music, whatever happened to your instruments? You used to be a musician, didn't you?
It's still in his palace.
Those are well out of my reach at this point.
No.
That aside, I don't feel that I yet have the right to play any of them again. You could say that it is in part my way of atoning for that which I have failed to do over the years. Meaning that you haven't completely given up on making things right. Do you think me a fool stuck in the past? Not at all. In fact, far from it. You sound like you're still holding out hope for a brighter future. Picture yourself being able to play your music again. Doesn't that motivate you to keep going even when things get tough? I see what you mean. I didn't realize that drive still lingered within me. The darkness in one's heart is sure to manifest in their music. However, I promise you that one day, when that darkness has finally lifted, I shall let you hear me perform. Well, now that you said it, you're gonna have to follow through. I look forward to hearing you play.
I agree. You're now closer to Dolim. Not the final one. But he's my only option left, so... yeah.
Feeling better after last night?
Okay. I think that will be it for tonight. I might try some fishing off stream since we're right here, but yeah, fat chance I'll actually get anything. Alrighty, let's see about a raid, shall we? Oh. Oh no, when did the game audio cut out? Oh no. I hope you didn't miss too much of the scenes. It was working the last... Okay, it couldn't have been for too long that it was out. You probably still got something through my mic. I know the echo is pretty quiet, so it's not really that bad most of the time. Like, it's not noticeable most of the time, but if nothing else is going on, then yeah, I guess you might be able to hear it. We got some options. Bunch of VTuber options. There's stuff going on at the Weary 101. Silver Veil's playing Valheim. Iron Mouse and Project Melody are just chatting. Stream 4 Stars playing Phasmophobia, and I do not like scary games, but I'm surely to watch this later because those guys are hilarious. I don't know who Andy's playing with. You know what? Fuck it. I'll send you guys that way. Team 4 Star is always fun to watch, even if they are playing a scary game. Alright, well, until next time, folks, this is the Pirate King, signing off. Have a good night.